The days following Rudy Scherz's death were tense and uneasy. The village of Chipping Cleghorn carried on its routine, yet a shadow lingered over every doorstep. Miss Marple, quietly observant, moved among the villagers with her usual discretion, mentally piecing together the puzzle that no one else seemed able to grasp. Letitia Blacklock maintained her composed exterior, yet Miss Marple noticed subtle cracks in her facade. A flicker of irritation at a minor remark, a fleeting hesitation when questioned about the evening of the murder. Small, almost imperceptible details that suggested a deeper anxiety. Human nature, Miss Marple reminded herself, is rarely flawless. Even the most meticulous person leaves traces of truth. Bunny Bunner, meanwhile, remained a bundle of nerves. Her habitual flutters and whispered comments hinted at knowledge she could neither confirm nor deny. Miss Marple observed the tension in her voice and the nervous way she glanced toward the staircase and the hall. It was clear Bunny had secrets, or at least suspicions, she was desperate to suppress. Miss Marple also began to consider the financial implications surrounding Little Paddocks. The recent death of Belle Goodler's husband had left the question of inheritance hanging over the household. Letitia, or the person inhabiting her role, stood to gain considerably. Was this motive sufficient to orchestrate a murder? Possibly, thought Miss Marple, but the human heart rarely acts on money alone. Pride, fear, and past grievances often play a greater role than gold. At the same time, the villagers' whispered conjectures were becoming louder. Some believed that Rudy Scherz had stumbled upon a secret he shouldn't have known. Others suggested that the murder was a warning to prevent further inquiries into the family's affairs. Miss Marple, however, focused on the subtle contradictions in behavior rather than the gossip. She noted how certain visitors avoided specific rooms, how some conversations ended abruptly, and how nervous glances were exchanged when particular names arose. Each detail was a piece of the larger puzzle. Miss Marple understood that uncovering hidden motives required patience and close attention. The murderer had confidence, but confidence often leaves cracks, and Miss Marple's sharp eyes were trained to detect them. By evening, she had constructed a preliminary map of human intentions within Little Paddocks. Who desired what? Who feared what? And who would act to achieve their aims? The strands of deception were beginning to converge, and Miss Marple sensed that the key to solving the mystery lay not in the dramatic night of the murder, but in the small, ordinary moments that preceded it. The village remained unaware of the silent storm brewing in Miss Marple's mind.